So, welcome, my magic bringers, to the Magic Bringers Rising Energy Report. I am Lindsay Baldessano, your host from Super Secret Powers Coaching. This week is going to be a crazy roller coaster of a ride where we are going to be starting lemonade revolutions. Find out more.
Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want.
So, before we jump into today's rip-roaring episode, I want to remind you about the Crown and Empathy event because empaths, it's 2024. It's time to shine, to feel truly heard, and to step into your power. Are you ready? If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your empathy, struggled to stay grounded amidst all those emotional storms, or sense that there's just something more about your sensitivity than you realized yet, then this experience is crafted just for you. From January 22nd through the 27th this year, we're opening the doors to a private Facebook group for a free immersive online event. And yes, you heard that right. It is absolutely free. And as a bonus, you get that a 30-minute video on setting healthy boundaries because who doesn't love free gifts? So join us right from the comfort of your cozy space, and we'll embark on a 5-day journey, each day unveiling a new layer of your empathic mastery. Imagine walking through an enchanted forest where each step reveals a secret strength within you. Day one starts with Day one starts at the mystical forest edge, awakening your sacred heart. Day two teaches the art of saying no and setting empowered boundaries. By day three at Mirror Lake, you'll begin to see your true self, learning to release external influences and worship the cat who is now on my shoulder. In the Grove of Release on day four, ancient trees absorb your worries, setting you free. And finally, at day five, in the magic pool, you'll emerge ready to step into a world with the confidence and grace you only dreamed you could have. Your guides on this journey? That's Lindsay, with a background in intuition and empowerment, and my friend, Andrew Dabrowski, your expert in inner child healing and living the nomadic empowered life. So, what's really stopping you from joining us? Right? No, it's time to say goodbye to doubt and overwhelm and say hello to feeling like queen of your world. Now, spaces are sacred and limited, so if your soul is whispering yes, then it's time to listen and it's time to join. And don't miss out on this chance to turn your empathy into your super secret power. Look for the link in the show notes for the free sign up page, fill out the form, confirm your subscription, and then let's embark on this magical journey together. Remember, your empathy is your crown. Wear it proudly. Now, on to the show. Oh, this week is going to be like a roller coaster. So, Monday, we have a very active day, and the moon is doing all sorts of things with most planets out there. But we have a sun sextile Neptune that is going to get us dreaming large. We just have to watch out for, those grandiose things that might not necessarily be the truth. It may sound like a good idea, so let's try and stick with the practical. And we're going to get a little bit of cosmic support around that as we go further into the week. Tuesday, the moon's going to shift into Aries, so we're still going to have that like gusto, but it's kind of square Mercury and Mars. So, watch your temper, watch your frustrations. Maybe stay in that visioning stage just a little bit longer. And Wednesday, we have a trine with Venus and a square with the sun. So, but the moon is doing all sorts of crazy things on Wednesday as well and into Thursday. So it's really just like follow the flow and follow what needs to be shifted this week and try not to attach too much meaning to any random feels that come up because it's going to be full of random feels. So you have to decide which ones are going to be the most important ones. But as we get toward the weekend, when we're hitting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are also revving up for this week's huge, huge shift. It's the main star of the week. And that is when Pluto goes into Aquarius. Dun, dun, dun. So after this Saturday, Pluto is strutting right into Aquarius and is sticking around for most of 2024. So talk about an extended house guest, right? But what does that mean for us? So imagine that Pluto is that friend who always speaks their mind with no filter. And Aquarius, well, they're the one at the party who is not just breaking the ice, but like they're melting the entire glacier with their friendly energy. They're just like exuding like da 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 da. So when these two get together, it's not just a breakthrough, it's a break out of the old and into the new, and maybe a little break dance dubstep little situation going there too. So this week, the universe isn't just giving us lemons, it's handing us lemon grenades. And we aren't just making lemonade with that, we are launching a lemonade revolution. So this is the time to embrace that quirky idea you've had, that niggle that you've had from your intuition that there's something more for you out there. You need to go and get, what you want out of life. Because, well, maybe that someday that you've been talking about, maybe someday I'll do this. Maybe that someday just sent you a calendar invite for now, or at least for 2024. So, are you feeling a little resistant to that? I know that's big stuff. I know I'm not usually so like, woo, but this is big. Because when Pluto goes into Aquarius and then stays there, and it's not going to stay there for all of 2024, we're going to shift things up between September and November. It's going to go back into Capricorn for just a little bit. But then after November, we're stuck in this Pluto Aquarius energy for like 80 years. It's a whole new generation. I've been talking about this for a while. So this is like when everybody was talking about that new norm after COVID. No, no, no. This is the new norm. This is the age of Aquarius. This is where we begin to build that new earth stuff, right? Yeah. So that resistance is normal because you might not know where it's going just now because, it's going to take like 80 years to do its thing. But we get to be here in those very beginning stages where we really figure out what needs to change for us, the people. We, the people. That's another one of those Aquarius themes. But Pluto and Aquarius, well, it's a little like that personal trainer who says, I know you tried, but let's do one more set. And you're like,
Uh-oh.
no. Why? Why are you killing me? But then when you do it, you feel amazing. And you realize that, it was just your thinking that prevented you from even trying it to begin with, that even prevented you from believing that you could do it. And you're going to feel amazing telling everybody else you did it because of that social stuff, because of all that Aquarius party energy. But now also remember that Aquarius is all about innovation, community, and the kind of weird that makes the world interesting, right? Like us. It's like being at a costume party where everyone is dressed as their future selves. But now, what are you wearing? Hopefully something breathable, because this energy is going to get intense. So this is your cosmic call to action this week. Break patterns, rethink routines. If your inner voice is whispering, let's shake things up, now's the time to turn that whisper into a roar. And maybe it's starting a new project, or finally redecorating that living room in that bold color scheme that you've always wanted. But let's be real here. Change can be as scary as watching a horror movie alone at night. But unlike the movie, you're the hero here, not the person who goes in the basement to check why the lights are off, right? This astrological shift is going to be to bring you into the spotlight, into that main character energy for your life. So make it weird, make it you, and embrace those breakthroughs. And as Pluto continues to waltz through Aquarius, remember, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass, because this is an intense year. There's going to be a lot of those days, like Monday and Thursday and even Wednesday in a bit, where it's going to feel like up and down and up and down and up and down. You're going to have to begin to rely on your inner resilience, your soul self, the one that sees the bigger picture and knows that there's a process that you're going through, that you're undertaking, that you are becoming a different version of yourself, and that isn't going to get totally discouraged the minute there isn't some kind of instant gratification coming. So let's learn to dance in that cosmic rain this year. And let's use this energy to create, to innovate, and maybe stir up a little good trouble, right? Because sometimes when we experience that chaos, it actually means that the pattern is shifting. It doesn't mean that you should be discouraged. It's not a stop sign from the universe. It means that old energy is being broken up and that new patterns can now come forward if we really anchor that in with our routines and our rituals and our practices. So that is it for this week's Magic Bringers Rising Energy Report. Don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic insights and down to earth advice with a twist. And remember, your intuition and your empathy and your sensitivity is your superpower. Harness it, and there's no telling how far you can go. So don't forget to catch me for Living with Intuition on Wednesdays with my best friend Andrea, where we go deep into what it's like to live with and learn to thrive with your intuition and your empathy. And I will catch you next time, where we'll dive into the mysteries of the universe and maybe even solve why socks disappear in the laundry. Wouldn't that be something? Until then, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart full of adventure. Blessings.
Magic!